Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Firstly, I'd like to thank each one of you for being here this afternoon with us. We know that you are all currently busy with all the projects going on, and we want to thank you for making some time to get all the novelties from our company. Let's wait till everybody is present here today. I'd like to do an audio and video check, please. So let me know if you can hear me clearly and if the video is coming without any glitches. So let's see.
Yeah, you guys can write on the chat below if you can hear us. In case there is any issues with the sound, just let us know, please.
So we can proceed.
Right, so far it's okay.
So it has been quite a while.
Yeah,
that we didn't do a webinar. So the topic today is going to be very interesting. So I invite all of each one of you to stay till the end of this webinar, because we will get to see some new solutions that we have done this year.
Yeah.
And now I see that everything is okay, I guess. Okay, just write in chat if everything is okay, if you hear us clearly.
Yeah, I guess we might proceed. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
All right, good. Hello.
Who don't know us. So for all those that it's the first time that they see a webinar from Sun Ballast, I'm Elona, part of the marketing team in Sun Ballast, and here today with me is Errol, Sales Account Manager of Sun Ballast. Hello, Errol. Thank you for making some time to be here.
Yeah, of course.
You too.
It's always a pleasure being around our clients, those who are participating for the first time. So as Ilona mentioned, today is going to be a bit brief of large panels that they are now in the market, a bit of our new solution, what we came up on 2024, a bit of everything, but we're going to try to make it as short as possible, because we know you guys are busy attending other stuff as well. So yeah, I think we're ready to go.
So the topic for today is, are panels getting bigger? So simplify installation with Sun Ballast system. We have seen lately, Errol. Okay, just give me a sec. Technical.
Yeah, it's been market has been changing a lot from well, if we are talking about years after, like, we were having different panels on the market, as we see year by year now, every producer, every manufacturer for solar panels is coming in the market with different sizes. Of course, this affects a lot of manufacturers. That includes even us as a manufacturer for mounting systems, right? So as we know, we all are in this market and in this industry, and we know how solar panel is made. Like the main ingredient for it is the silicon, which is created, and from that we're going to create a solar cells, and then two modules, and then we're going to have the solar panel. So the question that you did in the beginning, Elo, was are solar panels getting bigger, right? Of course they are, and the reason why they are getting bigger is because everyone wants to get more energy produced, a high efficiency of energy. If you remember, if we can move to another slide, we see that the first PV panels, the dimension that or the power that was, like, let's say 15-20 years ago, the solar panel was like 150 watts, 170 watt. That was the maximum power that would generate a panel, right? So they were the first generations, and they were like super expensive for sure. I don't know, there was, like, you could buy a 7 euros per watt. Yeah, so that was super expensive on buying in that time, right? But that was the time, but with the new generation panels, we've seen that a lot of changes has been done. Of course, the material for it never changed, only the size that
Exactly.
the size of the panels that changes.
Picture here.
Yeah, correct.
Nothing changed. So the way that the panels are produced has been staying the same all these years. But what we have been noticing this year is that the dimensions of the panels are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, of course, and it was hectic even for us because the last 4 years we were working with all our system that we had, right? And lately there were questions from our installers or new clients which they were saying like, yes, but can I place this panel on your mountain structure? How it's going to affect with the time? It's going to be damaged. It's going to create the flexibility. So all this question, I mean, it was thanks to you guys that we came up with new solutions for all installers out there.
Yeah, exactly. So we are all the time in communication with our clients, with our installers.
Exactly.
And they keep telling us these issues that they face.
Yeah, the problems. The first question, the first problem, it comes from them, right?
Exactly.
Whoever purchases Sun Ballast for the first time, of course, the first thing will be like, how can I install it? Which is you can install it pretty much easily. Then there will come the technical question, which is like, is this system safe? How long it will resist? Is my panel safe? Like clamped with your accessories, right? All these simple questions, but they play a really big role whenever we will see, not for the moment, but with the time, right? With the time, people will get worried. The installer will get worried that is the system okay? Something happened to the panel, something happened to the structure. The large panels created this thing, right? So they started coming in the market, and the other manufacturers, like those who are producing mounted system, they were not ready for it. When I say this, it's not they knew already that in the market will come large panels, but they didn't have a solution on how to keep them safe, right? To make your solar panel last longer. So even with some ballast, we had small issues with flexibility. Then we came up with new solutions, right? A few of those solutions we'll mention even today. But first of all, I'm curious to know for those who are here, probably how many of you know Sun Ballast, right?
Okay, let's.
So we start with the poll and let's see how many of you.
Question is very simple.
Yeah.
Did you know Sun Ballast? Okay.
You can just answer by yes or no on your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's changing. So I'll wait just a couple of seconds and I'm going to close it. Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we see that we have a 67% yes and 33% no, which is really good that we have new.
This question when we do our webinars in order to know how to do our presentation, which are the points that we should transfer to all those who are seeing this webinar.
Yep.
Good. 33% no and 67% yes. For those who didn't know Sun Ballast before, hello, welcome to our company. For more details like the basis, right? They can contact us directly, and I will be presenting to them all the basic systems. Okay.
Yeah, I see a really good number of the attendees, which I already know, and I'm in contact with them. So thank you guys for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And in case there are questions, please feel free to write it down on the chat. We are happy to answer to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the second question would be, what do you do? Yeah. So are you an installer, designer, distributor, EPC, or other? So let's wait just a couple of seconds on this question. Okay, installer, I see. Good. Good. DPC distributor as well. Okay, good. I see that we have a mixed public today.
Yeah.
So it's 33, 33, 33. Good. Okay, perfect. So in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to close the poll. Okay, so share the result with you. So we have 33% installer, 33% distributor, and 33% EPC companies. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'm pretty sure that the solution that we are gonna present today, it's gonna be very good for each of them. Of course. Right. So I guess we can proceed.
Yep. One thing I wanted to add, like since we spoke about first generation panels, it was pretty much easy to use them on the mountain structures. It was pretty much easy because you didn't need a lot of accessories, especially with Sun Ballast. All you needed to do is just put the panel on top of 2 ballasts. Then the large panels came in the market, and then it required, in order to avoid the flexibility, all the things that would happen with the time, we had to come up with a new solution. So without losing any time, like the panel types that they are on the market now we have the polycrystalline, monocrystalline, and thin film panels. We all know, and of course you guys already purchased probably the 3 types that are in there on your installation. Today's topic with me and Ilona, we are not here to teach you guys like what panels are made of or the type of the panels are. Is just a sample that we are showing that all the 3 types of panels that we're showing here have been used even with some ballast structure. And I mean the difference, just a short one, the difference between polycrystalline, monocrystalline, like from the solar cells that they have, that monocrystallines are made with single solar crystal, and the polycrystalline with many more. Monocrystalline tends to be more high efficiency panels. They are used more. The difference is you can easily find it even with the color. As you can see it on the picture, the monocrystalline are darker blue than a polycrystalline panel. Then on the third one, there are the thin film panels, where they are created like in different types. They are on panel. You could see them everywhere. You could see them on expos whenever you're visiting one. That they are flexible, like with 1 layers, and you could use them for different. You can use them in different areas. You can take them with you. You can use them on your van. You can use them on your tent. Different types. So yeah, this is regarding the panel types. So without losing more time, Elo, yeah, we will see an evolution from M6 to M12 panel. So starting from the standard M6 that was 150 watt powers, moving on to M12, let's go to up to 600 watt powers. And then the difference that we'll see here is the shape or the number of cells that has increased a lot, right? So we see with a different number of cells. And what is common, like what you see, is that in the center, these panels has a line, right? So they are half cut. So for those of you like half cut, what does it mean? Like for those, that means that the panel is with 2 parts, right? So there are 2 parts of the panel, and each part of the panel generates power from that. For those who has problem with shading, let's say you're doing an installation with a half cut panel, and the panel in front of you. Yeah, exactly. This is one sample. The panel in front of you might create a bit of shading that will not affect the upper part of the panel, right? So is a very good, like moving back in time, going to the first generation panels. If shading would touch the panel, it would affect the efficiency of it. But with half cut panels, the upper part and the lower part of the panel are not related. They are not connected together, so will not affect. Perfect. So what Sun Ballast did for this solution for the half cut panels, what we came up with the market, we all know that our team consists of a department of research and development, right? So this team is always like on how to say it, on action trying to find new solution, is always in contact with, especially with panel manufacturers, right? So in order for us to come up in market with a new solution, with a new system, we need to do some tests before, we need to do some checks, we need to contact all the panel manufacturers to see if our system are compatible with this panel, right?
Exactly.
So yeah,
it's a long work.
it is. It is. I mean, for you guys that you don't know, probably it's easy because okay, the structure is a concrete structure, but after that, concrete structure is a lot of research and development done, a lot of tests done for it. So yeah,
it's not just a piece of concrete.
Of course not.
It's everything calculated. So tests are done by our technical office, by our research and development department. Yeah. So it's a department that works precisely for that, to keep providing you with new solutions for each problem that you might face in your project.
So what we noticed as well, since we mentioned in the beginning that the price per watt was really expensive. Before you could buy like 7 euros per watt, and then nowadays you could go to 15 to 20 cents per watt. What does that mean? That people can purchase like solar panels like on of course, and if they want to go on cheap, if they get a panel very cheap, they want to have as well a solution for the mounting structure to be economical for us. So having a economical panel that doesn't cost a lot, having a structure that doesn't cost a lot, it will bring you a really good business plan, right? So you can plan it ahead with all your pipeline projects that you have in there. So of course, what we created, what we came in the market, there were solutions that would not affect a lot. Like we didn't want to go like buying the structure more than the panel, right?
Exactly.
So there was no point for it. So the research and development team came up with a solution for this new generation panel that will be cost effective even for you guys. So whenever you'll have issues like snow loads, right? Heavy snow load areas which they are affected. It's snow load areas which heavy wind loads as well. We wanted, I mean, not because our other system does not do the job they would do, but they would ask for more accessories, right? You remember, all the project like 2 years ago, when with large panels, we used to add additional ballast, additional accessories, additional weight. So why not coming up with a structure that costs less and does the job for you, even with a large panel, right?
Exactly. So that's why we came up with this solution. So it's called Industrial Excel.
Yeah, Industrial Excel came in the market not more than 2-3 months ago. It's a top launch, new launch from 2024. We've been doing like a bit of marketing regarding it. We mentioned as well, I think, in the previous webinar, right?
Yeah.
So it was mentioned as a new launch, and that time why is named Industrial Excel, right? So what is this structure, Elio? Like what it consists?
So it is mainly used in large dimension plans, okay? And if you see the system, for all those that know our systems before, is our Connect system.
Correct.
So it has taken all the advantages of this system. So you see, it is a very resistant system, the way it is distributed in the roof. And the most important thing is that it is installed in portrait.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, it's installed in the long side of the panel. In this way, it respects all the fixing points that have been established from the panel's manufacturers.
Yes.
So we came up with this solution because it's not only technically convenient, but even cost effective.
Of course, that plays a really good role. Elio mentioned that this is like a mix of our Connect. It's not a mix, it's our Connect system, just an upgrade of it. So for large panels, if before we could not use them with Connect system on vertical, right? We had the 10 degrees vertical connect, but would support only the standard panel. For the large panel, for large panels, our research and development team, they came up with Excel, the industrial Excel, which consists 3 ballasts, the same as our connect system.
Connect, the frontal one, the central one, and the terminal ballast.
The only difference you would see from the industrial and our regular connect system would be you would see that there is 3 ballasts, but then the shape from the frontal and the terminal are shorter, and the central ballast is longer. Why is it longer? Is because in order to prevent the shading from panel to panel, since this system is fixed distance from panel to panel, you cannot change it. We had to do the central ballast longer for it. One question that will come on your mind would be like, okay, I see that there are the concrete base, but could be even heavier than your usual connect system. So whenever the tests are done for this system, it came out that the weight in the roof for the industrial Excel would go 25 kilograms to 30 kilograms per square meter, like ballast plus panel, right? So that would be the cost, and it'd be really good, of course, doing an industrial project, a big project of yours with 5 degree on vertical pose, being economical, being lightweight, it's perfect solution for you, and you no need to worry anymore for the snow load, since it's already on vertical post. And for the snow load, it would have all the advantages that wind load would have all the advantages that connect system has, right?
Exactly. Okay, so to sum up, it's a great solution for large dimension panels, okay, but mainly for large dimension plants.
Correct.
Okay. So it's like industrial roof.
Yeah, I mean, this is done for this. It came in the market for this purpose, right? But that doesn't mean that you cannot use it, right? If you want to use it on a small installation that you have, of course you can. We did it because to maximize the power and to be less cost effective, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the whole idea, having an industrial Excel. So even the weight for each ballast, the frontal one, the front row and the end row are on 45 kilograms, and the mid ballast, the center ballast, is on 55 kilograms, right? So more or less like the load in the roof would go to 30 kilograms per square meter. So it's really good.
It's not too heavy.
And another advantage is correct, including the pan. And the thing is, like, you don't need more accessories. So there is correct. So all accessories that would take for you to do the installation is the rubber mat that goes under the ballast. The ballast.
Sorry to interrupt. For all those that were new to Sun Ballast, right? Our system does not need to be fixed on the roof, right? So it's resistant without the need to be fixed on the roof. So you just need to position the sheath, the ballast. You position the ballast and you just fix it with the clamps.
Easy as that. Like, and does not require additional ballast, does not require additional weight. It's already created for this purpose, right? So that's for industrial Excel. So for the panels that can be used, right? So probably some of you are asking, like, what is the length of the panel that I can use? So it starts from we can use it from 1.8 from the long side of the panel up to 2.4 meters. So it's with the panels that are in the market now. I think 2.4. It's the panel.
It's almost 99%
definitely
panels that are ready.
And we've been contacting all the panel manufacturers, the big ones and the small ones as well, to make sure that the system complies with the fixing points on the long side of the panel, which we see in here. There is no need of using with the system that we showed, like last year, right? The no-flex one, we used to do 6 fixing points, right, from the horizontal post. With the Excel, it's only 4 fixing points. Of course, they are all approved by the panel manufacturers, and you will not have issue with the panel frame, or that will be set on the technical sheet of the manual sheet of the panel, that Sun Ballast is complied with the fixing point for long side.
Okay. So for all the panels, for all your project where the panel is from 1,800 millimeters to 2,400 millimeters, you can use the industrial.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Smaller than that, we would suggest you to use our regular connect system. Even if you want it on vertical, even if you want it on horizontal, you can use it. Great. Let's move on.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it comes only with inclination
5 degrees. 5 degrees.
And portrait fixing. So, as indicated by manufacturers, the panel, as you said earlier, should have 6 fixing points, right, on the short side.
Yes, correct.
Okay. If it's installed on the long side, it's okay even with 4 fixing points like that.
With this system, it's fine even with 4 fixing points. You will not have issue with the panel. We see that large panels, for example, in horizontal, doing installation on horizontal pose with another mounting structure, some of them might say to you that it's fine to do it even with on 4 fixing points, right?
Yeah.
But with the time, yeah, exactly. So if you can see the solution that Elo is showing now on the screen, this is just an idea that a simulation how it would be if we are using a ballasted structure with other solution, right? So for 4 panels, you see that it will take 12 ballast to install it. That be used on 4 fixing points, not on from the long side, right?
Yeah.
Of the panel. If we're going on a portrait mode, we'll see we'll have the same number of ballast fixed from the short side of the panel, right?
Same.
But,
so for 4
correct, 4 panels. With Industrial Excel, all it would take, it would be 9 ballast, all fixed from, as you can see in here, from the long side of the panel, and it will require you only 9 ballast in total. So of course the cost per kilowatt will be less, and that would be more preferable from installer, more preferable for your client, right? So
less components.
Yes.
Less cost. Okay.
So Industrial Excel, when we say yeah, like we show this for the hot cup panels, like the efficiency that they get. Industrial Excel has the rubber mass that they go under. The only difference is for the mid ballast, the central ballast, it would take 3 rubber instead of 2 with our regular connect system, right? It's way longer, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you see a full idea of the system here in this picture. We have the frontal ballast, the central ballast,
yes,
okay, and the terminal ballast at the end of the plant. So it's
and of course this system can be extended, always adding the central ballast to make it as bigger as you guys have it.
So we already talked about the half cut modules.
Yes.
So I don't think it's necessary to.
No, I think we should move to the slide where, yeah, of course, this is one of the topics that we mention almost in all our webinars.
Yeah.
Where can be.
Yeah, we receive a lot of questions, right? Because we say flat roofs, right?
Yes.
All the time. Sun Ballast is the perfect solution for your flat roofs installations. And we keep receiving questions like, can I use it on a gravel roof? Can I use it on ground installation? What about the roof is made of this material? Okay, so yes, our answer is yes, you can use it in all kind of
yes.
flat roofs. So despite the fact that it is made of gravel or paving or a ground installation. So it just has to be perfectly flat.
Yeah, let's take them one by one. Like moving on, majority of the cases in Europe, mainly the roofs are with membrane, different type of membranes, EPDM, TPOs, all the type of bitumen that is out there. Some ballast structures are compatible with that. Of course, we do calculation whenever we give a technical report that the coefficients to do a proper technical report. Our technicians do measure all the coefficients in the roof to see if are compatible, and the system will not move with the time. So with membrane, all the type of membranes, Sun Ballast structures are compatible. Moving to gravel, which is one of the questions. But can I implement the ballast directly in surface with gravel, right?
Yeah, in fact, there are two ways that they
Correct.
can install
So
gravel roofs.
if in membrane we are providing you the rubber mats to put under, that's not only to protect your roof material, but only to protect as well. It always plays a role as a water filtration, as an infiltration that goes under it, because the rubber mat will increase a bit the height of the ballast, and water can go under it. With gravel, if you are planning to implement the ballast directly in contact with the gravel, there's no need of using the rubber mats that we provide. But in case you decide to open, to create space and put the ballast deep in contact with the first material that has your roof, because probably could be a membrane roof and the client has covered it with gravel, right? If you want to put directly in contact the ballast with the roof material, you can open the gravel, insert the ballast, and then you could use the rubber mat that we provide.
Yeah, in that case, that would be used, and then they just need to.
But lately, we've been offering our rubber mats, even if though, because some people, I'm not sure, right? They will purchase, they will get the installation. Probably the installation will be done now in 2 months. They will have the material there, and they don't know if the gravel will be removed or they will be placed directly in contact with it. So we give the rubber mats just in case they change mind to have it.
Okay.
Of course, different types of pavements as well.
Yes.
Correct. Residential, even if it's a concrete, right? Like there are areas, countries that they have concrete roofs. Some ballast can be placed easily, even only with a rubber mat.
Exactly. And lately, we have been asked a lot about ground installation.
Yeah.
Question of the year, I guess. So they keep asking if they can use our system on ground installations.
Definitely, you can. When we created Sun Ballast, we said it's the perfect solution for your flat roof, but that doesn't mean that you cannot place ballast on the ground in direct contact with the ground. In comparison with other structures that are out there, traditional structure doing solar farms, all this, which you need to purchase different type of accessories, doing the drilling, doing the checkup of the ground in order if you can drill or not. With some ballast, you don't need to, right? So you can just place the ballast in direct contact with the ground. There are several things that we need to prepare you before placing some ballast on direct contact with ground. So first question that would come in your mind would be, will my system be safe? Right, with the movement of the ground, I don't know, earthquakes or whatever will happen in there, people are worried that their system might move. Sun Ballast is a concrete structure. Of course, it is heavy, and that plays a really good role on supporting your panel, right? So here, Elio is showing some samples of some of our clients, which they prefer to use some ballast on ground installation. As you can see, some of them they do they prepare the ground before. So if your ground would not be completely flat, we would suggest you to make it flat, right? To make it flat, you can make it in different ways. Some people decide to add gravel on it in order to make it all flat. Some people decide to use some fabric materials in order to cover. The fabric material that you can find it everywhere in every hardware store. We do not, unfortunately, we do not sell it. We do not give it, but you can find it in your country as well. In order to prevent the grass growing and a lot of stuff, right? Some people put gravel and then put a fabric material on top of it, which is another solution. But lately, we've been seeing that probably this is more regarding the cost of doing a solar farm with traditional structures and doing a solar farm with with our structures, right? So has a really good effect cost-wise, right? So
if you consider the cost to prepare the terrain and the cost of the ballast, it is cheaper.
Way cheaper, and not only the cost, but even the time of installation. The time of installation is money, right? So the less manpower you have, the better it is, right? So with Sun Ballast, as we know, all you need to do is place the panel and clamp it right on top of the structure. With traditional structure, you have a lot of studies to do before ending up whole process. So
or to drill.
yeah, installers, they already know. I mean, they know that it will take, but they prefer to stay on the side that the traditional structure is more safe because it's already drilled, it's already inserted in the ground, and my system will be safe with some ballast, I'm not sure. But we can tell you that a lot of our clients has already done several large projects in the ground, and it's really good. I mean, they are really happy. We got really nice feedback, and why not using it?
Anyway, if any of you has any project currently working with on ground,
yeah, we would be happy even to do a technical report for you guys, just showing how we are operating, especially for the new people who are attending today. They will see how we are doing our technical report, and of course getting a quote from us as well. Another
type of
yeah, it's the green roofs, right? On green roofs, most common in Switzerland, in Austria. As far as I know, people prefer to use a Sun Ballast. Uh, some of them, they prefer to use the high ballast. As you showed that installation before that was on the ground, the same ballast can be used as well on a green roof.
Yeah, exactly.
That we have several types of ballast from different heights. I mean, the highest one that goes up to 60 centimeters, 65 centimeters from the ground, which is good for the back.
It doesn't.
A perfect solution.
It doesn't impact on the production of the panel. Okay, perfect.
I think we move to the next slide. So just doing a small recap regarding industrial Excel. So Elo, if you could recap it for us.
It's a perfect system because it's optimized for large house cut panels, as we saw earlier. The large house cut panels are those that are operated.
Yeah, of course, two houses. Yeah, but I mean,
in two houses. Yeah. So each part of them operates independently. Sorry. And it does not impact on the production of the house, other house of the ballast, of the panel, sorry. And the second advantage is that it respects all the support parameters. So as you know, for each panel, all the installers, all those who buy panels know this, they receive an assembly instruction for each panel, right? So they have fixed points, like you should fix the panel in these points in order to guarantee the security of the panel, right? So using this system, we respect this these points that has been, these parameters that has been set by the panel manufacturers. It's a very high wind resistance because it takes all the advantages of the Connect system. As we saw, it's the way it's distributed on the roof with this system. That's why the low roof, it is low roof load. And as we saw, we compared, right, with other solutions with this system, and we saw the cost reduction per kilowatt, because with other system, we saw that for 4 panels, you need 12 ballast, right? And with our system, with industrial Excel, you need only 9 ballast for panels. So this absolutely reduces the cost per kilowatt. Okay, and not only that, it is even a easy to install system. So you will reduce even the cost of the installation. So to sum up, it's reduced cost per kilowatt. Okay, I guess we saw even the part of the optimized cost per kilowatt where we do we compared these solutions. And for all those who want to know the technical details of the system, you just need to go to our website. In the page structure for flat roofs, you have the industrial Excel system here. And you can download the technical data sheet, and you find it even in this in the documents here in the webinar. Okay, so you have the brochure, you have the industrial Excel technical data sheet, and you can download it. Or in our website here, the technical data sheet, where you can find all the dimensions, right?
Yeah, the dimension, the number that goes on the pallet. So like this, you could calculate the transport cost as well. Like in case you decide to do a pickup to get it from our production site or to get it from one of our distributors, in here you'll need all the infos necessary in order for you to get a quote from your logistic company.
Okay, here you have even all the dimensions.
Yes.
Of the ballast with even
dimension, the distance that it takes from panel to panel, doesn't matter if it's 1.8 or 2.4, you'll have the same distance with industrial Excel.
Exactly. So you have all the technical information in this technical data sheet if you need to consult it, or if you want, you can consult our technical office for your project directly, and they will do all the calculations for you.
One thing that we'd like to mention that apart from, I think let's just move a bit to the solution that we launched last year, right? So the one.
In fact, I was reading the questions, and a lot of questions were, what about the horizontal poles panels? So we didn't think only for the horizontal poles of the panels, for the vertical, but even for the, sorry. So we have here. Perfect. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, so we mentioned industrial Excel. Last year we launched NoFlex. For those of you who don't know what NoFlex is the system that we launched that adding a central ballast on your panel, right? In order to avoid flexibility, in order to increase the resistance of the panel due to heavy or snow load, NoFlex would allow to add another central ballast. Of course, there would be some additional accessories. There would be some plates, junction plates that comes that will be inserted into ballast in order to make it possible to connect it from the long side of the panel. NoFlex is used for all the inclination that we have, all the system that we are using. Of course, this is only for the large panel. So as you can see in here, from 4 fixing points that we had before, from the short side of the panel, now it will increase on 6 fixing points from the long side. So if you would respect all the parameter supports, of course, the system, if you use a NoFlex, would not be necessary to add additional ballast or additional extra weights. So would be necessary to add only a central ballast. That would make the system very high wind, yeah, of course, and you will not be worried anymore about the flexibility of the panel with the time.
True, and it respects the support parameters.
Yes, and the other system that we have is the Ella will show us now is the
Mono Excel.
Mono Excel. So Mono Excel, it came from the solutions that we have, right? So one is from the solution of industrial Excel, which means the central ballast can be used as a standard, as a mono single file, yeah, to implement the ballast on a vertical post. Of course, already we have as well the 10-degree ballast that supports all large panels on vertical posts. these two types of ballast are very simple and fast to install. They are adjustable row spacing. What does that mean? That they are very flexible, right?
Yeah.
And the distance from panel to panel can be moved according to your needs, right? If you want to have a certain distance from the panel to the other one, up to you in order to prevent the shading.
Yeah, difference from industrial XL because it's a fixed distance between the rows, while with mono XL, the distance between rows can be adjusted.
Yeah.
Okay, so absolutely you should respect the minimum distance between the panels in order to not create shadow between the panels, right? And to not impact the productivity of the panel.
Yes.
But if you want to have a larger space, you can have it without any problem.
As long as it does not create shading on the other panel, you can use it. Of course, only available on vertical poles, right? So just to remind you guys that you cannot use large panels on horizontal poles with this type of bulb with the 5 and 10 degrees L that we have. So it's ideal for large panel that we said, right? So
yeah. And it can be used even as a West system.
Yes, definitely.
So you just have to put the ballast back to back,
and you have
east-west system in this case. Okay, so it's very, very easy to install. And same as the installation of large panels, even in this case with mono XL, the panel dimensions are from 1,800 to 2,400 millimeters. And we said 5 degree and 10 degree. Vertical.
Yeah.
So the fixing on the long side of the panel. Okay.
Correct.
While we mentioned for the horizontal holes of these large panels, we have only no flex. Okay. In fact, I was trying to show you a video of how no flex is installed. There are some plates, right? Used.
Yeah, the junction plate that you can already use it on the insert that are already with some ballast. So there is no need to drill on the ballast on using that. Probably you could just show it by the picture. It could be
yeah.
In here, we would see that the clamp is done from the long side of the panel, which we have a horizontal post with the help of the junction plate that are inserted in the ballast. They've been used for this the single file system that we have. Yeah, single row system, and for the connect system as well.
Yeah, for even sales system.
Yeah, yeah, on 5 degrees sail that we have, yes. On 11 degrees, no, but we have 10 degrees that we launched. Yes, of course.
Okay.
I think, what would be like if somebody would be new and would ask a quote from us, what he would get from Sun Ballast, from the technical department? What are the documents that he will receive?
In fact, the easiest thing to do is ask an offer from Sun Ballast. Okay, you just need to fill some information for the project, like project data, like the installation address, the building height.
Yes.
Okay, if there is any parapet on the roof, the inclination that you'd like to use, you have decided. If not, the technical office, absolutely, they will suggest a solution, the best solution for you. And the panel, because we said it's an important information to know. The dimensions, the weight, and everything else.
And if somebody would provide you all these details, what would they get from us?
So they get dimensioning of the plant. Okay, just a second. Let me show you even the slide. Good. Okay, they get the technical drawing of the system. Okay, they do all the calculation, like the wind load calculation, the static load on the roof. And based on all of these calculations done by the technical office, they get a bill of materials. And with the bill of materials, the sales representative then prepares the offer for the client. And it is shared with the client that then decides if it's convenient for him or not. Okay, and we absolutely offer for each one of you on-site phone support. So there we have a lot of fans that call us. They have questions like during the installation, where can I install this? What about this? What about that? So we are all the time on your disposal to assist you with technical questions. And we also have a service, the technical report signed by a qualified technician. So we absolutely say that the calculations done by our technical office are pretty good. So usually there is no need for a signed technical report by a qualified technician. But there are clients that, for example, for tenders or for projects,
which is mandatory to have it signed.
to have a detailed, more detailed technical report. We absolutely do that on payment. Okay. And I guess that's all that you should provide us in order to get an offer with complete 300. I didn't mention that we have a technical team, a technical department with more than 20 designers, 20 architects, 20 engineers that have been doing this job for more than 12 years now.
Yes.
Okay. And they absolutely will know to suggest you the best solution in your case. So I always suggest to you to come to ask for our technical support. Okay, so we will absolutely, because we said even in the beginning of this webinar, Harold, that we do not give you only the best technical solution. Okay, because technically all the solutions are perfect. Okay, but we see even the cost.
Of course.
So if we see that with another system, the cost would be more effective, we absolutely say to you, look, we can do this solution for you, but why don't we try this one? It's going to be way cheaper, way more secure, and you will sleep better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
All right, I guess we are done with what we had prepared for you today.
Yeah.
You may reach us on, for those who know us already have our contact details, our phone numbers. For those of you who are new, we have the mails for marketing and the technical support, or if you want consulting from each one of us, please just drop us a mail. We are one phone call away, so please do not hesitate. Any project you have on the pipeline, if it's on flat roof, ground, please feel free to share it with us, even though just to get a technical report and see how it works for you, right? So
with technical
exactly.
assistance is always
yeah,
in our company, so you lose nothing. You just see other solutions and consider some other systems.
I guess that's all. Thank you once again for those who had the time to stay for an hour, let's say an hour with us, listening to the new solution we came up. For those of you who have not had the chance to
be here with us, yeah, we will absolutely send the registration video to you.
Yes.
So no worries on that. And anytime that you might have any question, you have even the chat on our website, or you can contact us directly, and we will answer to all of your questions. Thanks again for being here this afternoon. And I guess we will see on the, I didn't mention, we will be at Intersolar.
Yeah,
okay.
We will attend Intersolar from 19 to 21st of June. Please, whoever will be there, who will attend Intersolar, please stop by.
So we will have a new solution.
Yeah, we will have a new solution that we will launch at Intersolar, and we'll be happy to attend you guys there. So
absolutely. So see you at Intersolar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.